welcome to this space that exists between words, where time slows down and the soul begins to hear what was once just noise. Here, you don't need to rush. Here you may rest in deep listening. In this very moment, all there is the silent vibration beginning to reveal itself in you. Perhaps you don't perceive it yet, but there is a sound that has always been present, an invisible music that sustains the universe and your being. Today, we will dive into that sound, the hidden vibration that shapes reality, that weaves the world before any form appears. In ancient times, the wise would say, "In the beginning was the Word," and this Word was sound. Not an ordinary sound, but a creative one, an original vibration that gave form to existence. Today, even with all the sophistication of modern physics, we return to that ancestral wisdom. We discover that there is no matter without vibration, no particle without frequency, no life without sound. Though our eyes see fixed forms, behind them, everything pulses, everything vibrates in an invisible dance. Every atom oscillates, every molecule resonates, and every thought vibrates. The universe is not static, it sings in silence. And this invisible song is the matrix of reality. Quantum science has already shown that what we call matter is, at its core, energy condensed into vibration. There are no solid blocks that support the world. There are energy fields vibrating at different frequencies. That is what creates the illusion of density, form, and permanence. This vibration isn't limited to the physical. It extends to the mind, to emotions, to intentions. Physics no longer separates observer from the observed. And that invites us to understand. The way we perceive the world also shapes the world we perceive. We are immersed in a unified vibrational field, and each of us contributes with our unique frequency. Just like a drop causes ripples in a lake, our thoughts and emotions vibrate beyond the body, affecting invisible realities. When visible, sound reveals patterns. Cymatic experiments show this. A pure sound can create mandalas in particles, geometric shapes in motion, as if sound were drawing matter. Now, let's go beyond physics and enter a more intimate territory, the vibrational field of the soul. Have you noticed how certain places seem to make us feel lighter? Or how someone's presence can calm us without a single word being said? That is vibration. That is resonance. Every emotion, every thought charged with feeling has its own frequency. Guilt vibrates in a dense tone. Compassion vibrates in a subtle tone. Fear closes the field. Gratitude expands it. This is not superstition. It is vibrational coherence. When you vibrate in elevated states, such as acceptance, love, purpose, you resonate with more harmonious realities. And the opposite is also true. Internal states of denial, resentment, or selfishness attract experiences that are disharmonious to the soul. So the external world is not separate. It responds to the music you carry within. Thought by itself already vibrates, but when it meets feeling, it gains creative strength. An idea, when felt, transforms into powerful vibration. It is at this point that we create or destroy our realities. The mind sends signals, the heart amplifies them, and together they shape our personal vibrational field, our predominant frequency. You can say I'm fine, but if inside there is anxiety, That's the vibration that will be perceived by the field around you and by the universe. This explains why many techniques fail. Repeating affirmations without feeling doesn't create vibrational change. The key lies in coherence between thought, feeling, and intention. When these three align, your vibration becomes congruent, pure, and powerful. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and breathe deeply. Feel the air entering, flowing through your body, and softly leaving. Now, imagine that inside your chest, there is a small sphere of light. It pulses, in silence, as if it were alive. This sphere is your vibration. Notice how it expands with each breath. It moves through your body, reaches the environment, and blends with the Earth's field. Just feel it. No forcing, no judgment. You are in tune with the invisible sound of the universe. You are vibrating with the whole. Vibration is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a way of living. Each morning, you can choose your frequency. Before even opening your eyes, ask yourself, what will my vibration be today? Breathe presence. Feel gratitude. Affirm your truth with your heart. During the day, when you notice old patterns returning, breathe again. Return to your center. Realign your vibration. The world will continue with its noise, but you can choose to vibrate differently. And this choice, when sustained with consistency, changes not only your life, but the life around you. We have reached the end of this dive, but not the end of the vibration. It continues, within you, around you, in the invisible field of being. You are sound in silence. You are light in oscillation. You are part of a greater symphony that echoes beyond time. Remember, what you feel creates. What you think vibrates. What you vibrate attracts. Cultivate inner beauty. Vibrate love, truth, and awareness. And so, the world will respond with the same music. Nature doesn't speak in words, but in vibration. Observe the tree. It doesn't explain. It emits frequency. A vibration of stability, of deep time, of rootedness. The sound of water is not just noise. It is movement. It is flow. It is vibrational renewal. Each element in nature has a vibrational signature that influences the human field, even without direct contact. That's why we feel at peace in a forest, or expansive before the sea. It is not just visual beauty, it is energetic attunement. The human body is not just animated matter. It is a living antenna, tuned to receive and emit vibrations. Each cell emits electrical signals. Each organ vibrates at a specific frequency. The heart has an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond the physical body. The pineal gland, the heart, the womb are vibrational centers that interact with the subtle fields of the environment. That's why when something touches us emotionally, we feel it physically. A tight chest, a knot in the stomach, a lightness on the skin. Vibration is not just outside. It lives inside the body, and it responds intelligently to every wave received. Words are not just articulated sounds, they are carriers of vibration. When we say love, even unconsciously, there is a frequency involved. When we say hate, a different vibration is emitted. And this affects more than the other. It affects our cells. Water, for instance, responds to words. Experiments with ice crystals have shown words like peace, gratitude, and hope create harmonic patterns. Words of offense generate chaos and fragmentation. If water vibrates, and our bodies are mostly made of water, then our words are vibrations that shape every cell within us. To speak is to create. In many traditions, sound is considered sacred, not out of superstition, but out of vibrational recognition. Mantras, chanted for millennia, are not just spiritual phrases. They are sound formulas that resonate in specific regions of the body and the mind. Om, for example, is not just a syllable. It is the sound of creation, the vibration that precedes all form. Chanting a mantra with awareness aligns body, mind, and spirit. It creates resonance with higher frequencies and harmonizes the subtle and physical fields. You don't need to intellectually understand, just feel. Let the sound work within you. Not every place embraces us. Some spaces drain us. Others uplift us. Environments carry vibrational memory. The walls, the objects, the sounds absorb and emit frequencies. That's why a cluttered room can make us uneasy, while a clean and well-lit space brings clarity. The music we play, the gestures we make, the words we speak, all contribute to the vibration of the space. If we want to live in harmony, we must build places that vibrate with love, with order, with duty. The external, as always, mirrors the internal. Vibration connects us, even before words. When two people meet, there is a vibrational exchange that precedes speech. Sometimes we feel immediate connection, other times discomfort without any clear reason. It is each person's field, entering resonance or dissonance. We don't need to try to please everyone, but we do need to learn how to listen to the vibration of encounters. With practice, we can raise our frequency to positively influence the other, not through force but through presence. When we vibrate truth, the world responds with truth. We live not only in our individual field, but in a collective field. Every human emotion, every thought, feeds this invisible field that surrounds all humanity. When many vibrate in fear, the world becomes heavy. When many vibrate in hope, a new horizon opens. You are not isolated. You influence the whole, and the whole influences you. What you feel in silence has impact. Your silent love also transforms the world. And finally, there is silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of origin. It is in this space, between one sound and another, between one thought and another, that pure vibration is born. It is from the void that fullness arises. It is from silence that the music of creation emerges. That's why cultivating inner silence is also cultivating the listening of the universe. When the mind quiets, you begin to hear, not with the ears, but with the heart. And then you understand the invisible sound is the language of God. Sometimes, it's not what we say, but what we feel as we say it, that vibrates the strongest. Hidden intentions, what we don't express in words, carry vibrational weight. A false compliment vibrates with distance. A silence full of compassion heals without a word. When we are aware of our intentions, our gestures vibrate with truth. And truth doesn't need to shout. It resonates on its own. That's why, more than speaking, we must feel with clarity what we truly want to transmit to the world. There is a vibration that transcends mental understanding. A vibration born of faith. Faith not as blind belief, but as attunement to the unseen that cares, to the force that knows us, even when we do not ask. There are moments when we feel supported, even alone, and we cannot explain why. These are vibrations from other planes, from subtle presences, from energies that protect us, even if we cannot see them. When we cultivate faith with an open heart, we vibrate trust, and that opens the field for silent miracles. The body is more than flesh and bone. It is a vibrational mirror of the soul. Every illness carries a frequency. Every healing does too. Chronic vibrational states, like guilt, fear, or rejection, weaken the energy centers. Over time, this manifests in the physical. But the opposite is also true. Elevated vibrations support regeneration. Science is already studying the effects of music, meditation, and loving intention on the immune system. Health is not just biochemical, it is vibrational harmony. To care for the field is to care for the body. Each person carries a unique note, an essential vibration born from their inner truth. But throughout life we learn to adapt, to vibrate as others expect, to hide our natural melody. The result? Misalignment, anxiety, a sense of disconnection. The only way to reclaim peace is to vibrate your truth, even in silence, even gradually. Truth doesn't harm, it liberates. And when it echoes authentically, it finds its place in the world. Have you ever felt that certain choices make you feel more alive? That there are paths which, when followed, make your whole body vibrate with enthusiasm? That is your purpose revealing itself. Purpose is not something external, but an inner vibration waiting to be lived. When you align your actions with what truly vibrates in you, your energy shifts, your presence changes, and life begins to flow differently. Purpose vibrates, and the universe responds. In a noisy world, vibrating in silence is an act of power. The chaos around us tries to pull us into heavy frequencies: anger, haste, judgment, confusion. But there is wisdom in not reacting, in remaining anchored in a firm, serene, luminous vibration. This is not passivity. It is conscious vibrational resistance. When you vibrate peace in the midst of conflict, you become a healer. And that field, even in silence, influences everything around you. Time is not linear. It is vibrational. Synchronicity, when something happens at the right time, is not chance. It is resonance. When we vibrate in coherence with our path, the universe arranges itself to meet us. People, ideas, and doors open. And when we disconnect, everything seems to stall. Vibration adjusts time, and time responds to vibration. So, cultivate the frequency of readiness, but with patience. Synchronicity will come, because everything vibrates in its right time. You are more than matter, more than thought, more than story. You are music, in the form of a person, a unique melody, unrepeatable, made of silence and sound, of light and shadow, of intention and presence. With every choice, every gesture, you either tune or detune your own vibration. Today, you heard about the invisible sound, but perhaps what truly needs to be heard is the sound you already are. So listen, allow yourself to vibrate and be the music the universe has waited to hear through you. So, I'll see you in the next video so that together we can grow, evolve, transform, and transcend toward our goal. See you soon.